You tired of how things are in your life? Are you kind of torn between the minivan you have to drive and the sports car you want to drive? Are you torn between going to soccer practice and just going and doing some shit you want to do because those kids don't want to go to soccer anyways? Your wife wants them to go to soccer, or the neighbors want them to go to soccer, or you just think your kids are supposed to go to soccer, but your kids don't even want to go to soccer. So are you torn? Like, are you just bored in life? You want to go do some shit, but instead of doing what you want to do or working the job you want to do or having the life you want to have, instead you just do that 9 to 5 and you just show up and you every day hate your job and you go to work and then you're like, I'm going to do something I want to do after work, but you've spent so much time and you're just drained after work. So you come back and you go home and you just plop down on the couch, and before you know it, 4 hours have passed and it's time for bed. And you get up and do the exact same thing over and over again, and you just fucking hate your miserable life. But really inside you're a rebel, right? You want to be a rebel, but you're just not sure. You don't know how to do it. You're just not ready. You don't know how to take that step. Well, you can walk into work and you show everybody you're a rebel, and it doesn't even have to be big. It's not like, hey, I ain't paying my taxes, guys, because they'll put you in jail over that shit. But you can take that baby step and become a real man. Just buy a plastic bag. You just whip that plastic bag out, that illegal plastic bag, and you can still stick it to the man. And little Mary at the office, she'll be like, oh my God, the whales. He's gonna kill the whales. But you can walk in there and have your lunch in that bag. And then when you're done, you've got that bag. And you can just step through and you can just wave your freedom flag. Just wave that freedom flag. What are we gonna do with that bag? What do you do when you stack those bags up? You're still getting those bags that are illegal, and you want to buck the system. Well, we got a bag, a cool bag to hold the bags. Because you know you just pile these up, right? You're like, well, I'll just put all these bags in a bag, and before you know it, all the dust bunnies are on them and the bugs are in them and all the stuff is all over the place. And when you grab one out, you just get a puff of dust in your face, and then because you're a weak little bitch, all your allergies and stuff, because you haven't quite stepped up and learned how to live like a man yet. All starts with a plastic bag, my friend, the plastic bag, and we've got you covered. We have a fucking cool ass bag to carry all your plastic bags, or hang them by the microwave or the refrigerator or the back of the door or wherever. The real is that everybody has these plastic bags. These bags, if I leave it, because they blow on the property, they're not from us. They somehow get on the property and sit here for a few days, and when you go to pick it up after you've seen it for a couple days, because no other lazy motherfucker picked it up, I literally leave them so people will pick them up, and I wonder how long they'll last, how long they sit there, and finally I go pick them up, right? It blows on the property, you see it, it's there a couple days. When you pick them up, they're already deteriorated. The sunlight destroys them super, super fast. They're thinner and thinner and thinner. The plastic bag isn't the problem. It's all about a tax. Somebody's making money over these bags, and now they're charging 25 cents for them. Just like everything else that starts in California and trickles down, grocery bags are banned in 48 states now, I think it is. So we do the grocery bags, which are super cool, but they're still doing these things. They're still there, and they're charging people for them. It's all about revenue. So we want to make some revenue too. We use these things still. Everybody does. They're just convenient. Now we have a cool ass way to hold them. It's a nice little tube. You put them in the top, pull them out the bottom, has some 550 cord. I'm sure you could find some other uses for it. Put in the notes what you think those uses might be. But we're going to run a promotion. By the time you see this email, we're going to drop a promotion on Friday or Thursday or Friday. And the promotion will be whatever's in your email. You'll have to check it out, but you'll get a bag. We'll have these bags available for sale. And then you'll have some deal where you spend 65 bucks or whatever, and we send you a free one. So if you want multiple colors, or you truly are a baller and you've got, you know, an apartment in town and you've got a lake house, and you know you want to get some of these, Christmas is coming up, these would be great Christmas stocking stuffers. The plastic bag tube holder, I don't know what we're gonna call it. You guys tell us. Fucking throw that down in the notes. Give us some ideas. If we use your thing, we'll send you a free one. If we use your recommendation, interact with us. Tell us what you think. Give us some uses. Give us some ideas. Tell us how you're standing up and being a man. You're bucking the system a little bit because you're a rebel, right? You don't hate your job. You're not working just a normal ass 9 to 5 where you're going nowhere, right? And if you are, what are you doing to get out of that or change your situation within the infrastructure? Let's hear from you guys. Plastic bags, we always had them. Nobody knew what to do with them. So you put 1,000 bags inside of one bag, got hung on the back of the door, side of the refrigerator, on the rack in the cupboard, whatever. Inevitably, you accumulated more of them than you ever used. Some of us, we had fancy grandmas, and they took your old pants and made a drawstring bag out of them. And you used an old pant leg or a BDU uniform pant leg, or mom at a sewing party made something out of some god-awful material that, you know, hung there. And 50 years later, when you went to grandma's house, that thing was still hanging there. It's hard to believe that these plastic bags have been around that long, but they seem to have been around that long. I remember as a kid we had paper bags, but quickly they became plastic bags. Now it's all about we got to save the wildlife. These straws and these trash bags are just destroying the environment, when really it's all horseshit. We know that. It's just a feel good for the little pussies to do something that makes them feel better, even though it had no factor whatsoever. So you can still get these, even though they seem to have been banned a lot of places. They just can't give them to you without you asking for them. You can still buy them. Smaller stores have them. Anyways, a lot of people still have these things. If you want something to put them in, we have made something to put them in. It's pretty cool. It's better than what, you know, grandma had, or what's out there that's, you know, just kind of lame. So we've got these. We've got them in all of your favorite colors. We're building them. They're going to be on the promotion this weekend. There's a lot of other uses that you can use them for, so we will just go through a few of those ideas that we had and show you what those might be. Toilet paper. Everybody's got a stack of toilet paper. You want to add some camo to your bathroom? I know you guys all want a camouflage shower curtain. We built a few of them. I was always surprised when dudes bought them and how many guys asked for them. We don't have a camouflage shower curtain for you. We do have this thing, and you can use it to hold and disguise toilet paper. Not that you need to, but to give you a rough idea, these are the super jumbo quadruple ply butt paper. So 3 will fit in there. So if you're going out camping or whatever, you can neatly carry them. Not that you need to, but you can. While you're living in your tiny house, because you feel bad, well, it's really a it's an excuse, right? You don't want to go get a job because you don't want to buy the car, because the nice car is bad for the environment, and that toxic masculinity. You don't want that muscle car that actually runs on fuel. You want to take public transportation, so you don't have to have a real job. So you have kind of a part-time job, or I mean even no job. Maybe you live in a shed, a shack, or a tiny home, and there's not a lot of room in your tiny home. Or you live in the back of you live in the bathroom of your friend's RV. That's probably what it is. So room is concerned. There's no room, so you don't want to have those. You don't want to have that drawer that pulls out, you know, made of that evil plastic, and you definitely don't want it out of wood, right? Because you got to kill some trees for that wood. So while you have no chest of drawers or any place to store your clothing, you could use these. You could just hang these right by the shower that you don't have while you're using your outdoor shower, your neighbor's garden hose. You could hang these right there by the neighbor's garden hose, and while you are getting clean, as soon as you clean and you dry off a little bit, probably blow dry, because you wouldn't want to have to use electricity to dry towels, to wash towels, because you don't, you know, toxic masculinity. So these bags can hold socks. I don't know who's going to wash your socks. I mean, your mom will probably come over to your fucking house that you don't have and wash clothes for you once a week, and then bring this back full of clean socks. Same with underwear. You can just pull them out. And you lazy bastards, you don't even have, because you don't have any woman washing or drying your clothes for you, much less folding them, so you don't even have to fold your clothes. If somehow you got your clothes clean or dirty, I mean, you can wear a pair of underwear 4 times, right? Inside out, forward, backwards, that's four times, you know, a week. But you can just deploy them right out of here, and you can hang them right up at the neighbor's side of the house on the hose for the shower that you don't have. Or, I know, you're wondering, you're like, why has he got these terry cloths here? What are these little bath towels doing here? Well, inevitably, toxic masculinity. I mean, it's back to that, right? You probably don't have a girlfriend, so you're just pleasuring yourself, you know? You're just having to do the fun time on your own time, and you're probably not shopping. You are probably eating leftovers or scraps or something that the neighbor throws away because you don't have a job. borderline homeless, but you're scared, toxic masculinity. You don't want to be around those evil, those dangerous homeless people. So while you're showering at your neighbor's house, you're probably eating scraps from your neighbor's house, but you're back in the bathroom of your friend's RV where you live in your tiny house. So you probably are not shopping and don't have plastic bags. So you can just keep your pleasure towels, your Jack Shack towels, whatever, right in here. You can just keep them in here. And you don't even have to fold them because we know you're not folding clothes because you're not washing clothes. So you can keep these right here. And your mom doesn't want you in the house, but she'll do things to keep you out of the house, like come get your dirty towels once a week. She'll take your little thing and not have to touch it and shake them into the washing machine at the house that she owns because your father or her or somebody bought a house because they had a job. And you can take these and you can use them and dirty them and soil them, put them on the top, and just keep pulling from the bottom. Once a week, she'll come pick this up, wash them, and she will bring this back here to keep your scuzzy little ass out of her house, and from returning home, she will do your laundry for you. So you could use this for that. There's a few uses for these. I'm sure you guys can think of a lot of other uses for these, but there's a couple that we just showed you real quick.
Are we talking about the bag bags? Like these bag bags? Because whenever I'm using my bag, you know what's inside mine. And only the best products fit in the bag. Maybe you got a friend over and you need to get them one too. Oh, that's the best part about the bag. It dispenses automatically all the product that you need.
All right, so 5 seconds to commit, right? So we were just sitting in the kitchen this morning joking around, and we need a promotion. Let's go out here where we can hear. It seems like we always go out here. People are like, there's probably no shop. All they have is a garage because they're always in the garage. It's quiet out here, so 5 seconds to commit. We're standing in the kitchen, we're joking around, we need a promotion. So what are we gonna do? I don't even know what sparked it, but something about toxic masculinity. We were talking about the, you can't call feminine hygiene products any longer because there might be a woman who still has a vagina. She might still have a vagina, but she's trying to grow a penis, so she doesn't want to be known as a woman, yet she still has a menstrual cycle and still has to put a plug in the cooter. So she's upset that it's called feminine hygiene products. So now it's just called hygiene products for bleeding holes. I don't know what we're calling them. I don't know what it is, but we've taken the Venus off of it. We were going to do something with that. We're like, no, we're not ready to do that one. We'll use that maybe for next week. Let's do the, and then we were somehow talking about plastic bags. They just banned plastic bags. They're charging 25 cents a bag in California. I'm like, that's it. We have this thing that we worked on 4 years ago to hold plastic bags. That's perfect. Just like I was saying the other day, I'll start a bunch of projects. On the weekend, I'll work all day long or all night, whatever, until like 3, 4 in the morning until it's done. Because if I don't finish it and I only have an hour left on the project or a half hour, it's very rare that I go back and revisit that the next day. I might have 12, 14 hours into this project, 30 minutes to finish it, but if I don't finish it that day right then, it doesn't get finished. It might be 6 months. And that's another example of this. We started messing with this plastic bag holder years ago. It's been sitting around. We've said we should do it. We've showed it on videos. When it's in the background, guys want these things. Well, California's 25 cents a bag. Now's the perfect time. We will act on that. How are we going to capitalize on that? The whole plastic bag thing, it's not about the environment. Those plastic bags barely work as they are when they're brand new. Put some sunlight and some weather on them, and in 72 hours, they're almost gone. It's about revenue. Well, I want some of your revenue. That's why we're doing it. It's fun. We have a product you guys want. I want some of your money. We're making fun of it. Ha ha. It's in the news right now. We are going to capitalize on it. Every business does it. We just tell you about it. So literally in the last 90 minutes, we've shot the beginning of this video, which will be in here outside, talking about, do you want to be a man? Do you want to drive a minivan or a sports car? That all happened in the last hour and a half. I've already cut out and reverse engineered the one we had. We made it more applicable size. We figured out what colors we're doing. I've got my build. That's what I was sewing when Brandel walked up. I've got the first sample almost done. We're going to start cutting these things. You guys will see this video. This is Wednesday. You guys will see this video Thursday, maybe Friday. We already have, by then we'll have stacks of these things cut. We're already doing them. The promotion's going. how did that happen so fast? Because it's like that. You have to go like that. If you stop and talk about it, we've already had 30 good ideas this morning. I've already forgot fucking 35 of them. That's right. I've forgotten more than I fucking have already put into motion. This one was fucking ready to go. 5 seconds. Put it in motion or it's not going to happen. And that's what we're doing. I've already got it written down. I've got my math done for it. I've already got the sample going. Dora's already looked at it. Is this how we want to build it? Is this how we want to put it in production? Because a lot of times I can build something, but when I hand it out to the floor, it doesn't translate identical. It doesn't work the same. There's some other way to do it. I can put it together without writing anything down. Oftentimes when I prototype something, if it's going to be a one-off and we ever need it, we have to go find the one-off or get it back from the dude to reverse engineer it because I didn't write it down. I never built it with the idea that we're going to duplicate it. So that's what we're doing right now. Brandl's up there filming video. Brandl's up there working on shit that I've already given him, tons of other stuff he's already filmed. I'm sewing this. Production's back in. By the time you see this video, we will already have these things built and shipping. So I don't know what the promotion will be. Amanda will work on that. She's already in motion with it. Usually I don't even know what the promotion is until it's already done. I see it when dudes start asking questions because they mess their orders up. But that's it. That's what we always tell you. Think about it, put it in motion. If you stop and think about it, you'll figure out all the reasons not to do it. Just do it.